Hey y'all, Alyse Nicole here of Just Things with Alyse, and I'm finally bringing you my budget for my paycheck number 1 of January 2019. I technically I'm not late. I just got paid yesterday, and my husband got paid on the 1st. Today is the 5th, so we're not late, but we're late. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this video. If this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you like what you see in this video, go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it would help out my channel a lot. And if you yourself have made a budget for this month, or if you're saving up for something special, let me know your plans or your goals for 2019 in the comments. Other than that, let's get started. Alright, so here we are. Before I get to the actual budget, I'm going to do a quick flip through. This is my new budget and planner for 2019. It's an Erin Condren notebook. So let's get right to it. I just want to show you what I have set up in here so far as my budgeting goals and trackers and everything that I made for this notebook. So when you open it up, it's the little dry erase dashboard where you can write with a wet erase or dry erase marker on here, and I was told you can also use a Sharpie, but you would just have to use like alcohol to wipe it off. And then I had to find a way to get my name to stick down. If you can see this, I have these stickers from Recollection, the alphabet stickers, and they will not stick to paper to save my life. So I put them down as best I could, then covered it all up with Scotch tape. And then I just put these two little stickers on the end on top of the tape. These are from the Happy Planner, one of their little 5-sheet sticker books. When you open it up, it says the best way to get things done is to begin, and I needed to use this for today so I could get up and do this video finally. I have been homesick since Thursday, and so I haven't really been motivated to do anything other than lay down and sleep. But I'm trying to get my spirits up and back in the game because I do have to be at work Monday and I'm going to church tomorrow, so I need to go ahead and get this energy back. And so now I made a year at a glance on this page, and these markers are actually from the Dollar Tree. It comes with a lot, I want to say 24 markers in the pack, but this is what it looks like. And for this, I just wrote in a regular old font and tried to do a shadow with the gray marker behind it, but it didn't quite work out all the way. And then for this font, I use this app called Canva, and I just picked a font that I liked off of that and copied it to write out the months for the year. And each one of these colors is aligned with the birthstone color for that month, except for April because theirs is diamond, and, you know, it's clear, so I just used a gray marker for that one. Then we have the important dates on this side. As you can see, I haven't filled it out yet. Didn't use any kind of special font on there. Just gonna list important things like when certain big bills are due that are only due once a year or twice a year. Nothing like the water bill or anything like that. And this is my goals page, which I haven't set up yet, other than putting this sticker down saying that I want to pay off 6 debts this year. And this is the starting balance of those 6 debts. And on New Year's Eve, I write down how much we have left. Hopefully it'll say 0 because I really do want to accomplish that. We should be done by October, but I went ahead and gave myself those extra 2 months for wiggle room just in case. And this is going to be our milestones for any financial milestones we reach throughout the year. It's blank right now because it's the first of the month, so we haven't reached any milestones yet. And I'm going to write it up there too, as well as the goals page. Then we have the baby steps page, which just lists out all of the baby steps from Dave Ramsey. Let's see if you can see that. And so just looks like this, and it is covered in Happy Planner stickers because that's the planner I used to use, so I still have a whole bunch of them left, and I plan on using them all up. And over here is our savings goal for the year. I saw this jar design on Pinterest. If I can remember which post it was from, I'll link that down below for you to see it. And then I just added this on the sides for whatever reason. So that's our goal for the year. And yes, that's for the whole year. And then I have our side hustle income tracker, and it just has my side hustles listed down, and then January through December, and then total. So as each month goes by, I can write down how much income I've made from these 4 side hustles to see if I need to adjust anything. And if you saw my 2019 planner lineup video, you will notice that this is finally actually filled in. Well, what's the word? Traced. On that video, I did have this on there paid off, but it wasn't traced yet, so you couldn't really see it. It was just pencil. So now you can see what it actually looks like. And again, I'm going horizontally filling this in. And I decided that I'm just going to start fresh from this year. So the percentage that I have paid off on these already, I'm not going to fill it in for that. I'm just going to go this month filling it in until hopefully it's 100%, though I know I'm not going to do all of these this month. We're going to stop about, that one. These are the ones we're going to pay off this year. And then we start with the month. So this is January. This is another font that I saw on Canva, and I just traced it out. These stickers are from the Free Spirit sticker book from Happy Planner. Then I have our spending log, which lists all the money that we spend every day this month. And so you see I have a little bit of it filled out over here already. And this just goes every day. And whenever you make a transaction, you write it down on here and then list the total down at the bottom. And this is a little key to show you what the colors mean. So black is planned, that's basically bills and that kind of stuff that we knew we were going to have to spend that amount of money on. Then we have on track, which is green, and that's for things like groceries, gas, and all those categories that we have a certain amount budgeted for. Borderline is in purple because I didn't have a yellow pen. And so whenever we're getting close to the end of our budget limit for a certain category, it's going to be written in purple. And then off track is in red, and you see we already have one in off track. And don't ask. I got is all I can say about that. But we have off track in red, which means you are, well, this actually should have been in borderline because it's not the very end of it, but it's right there, so it's gonna go over. But that's for when you go over your budget. Then we have the monthly layout, and I have enough squares. This is going to be the same amount of squares each month. That's why so many for January, even though we didn't need this bottom row, because some months are going to use all of these rows. But it's going to be the same layout each month, and then just have that month filled out with the dates. And one thing I did, I wrote the actual date on each square first, and then I went and filled it in with the stickers, so I ended up covering up a lot of the dates. So next month I will do the stickers first, then fill in the dates, so I won't waste that ink. Yes, I'm that frugal right now that I'm not even trying to waste my pen ink. And then the dollars are for payday. Then the pigs are for each time we put money into savings, how much we plan to put in there. And then of course all the bills are listed. This is a no spend month for us, so I put this sticker here. So hopefully everything that we spend this month is a necessity or a bill. Now this hideous page Here's my January 2019 budget for the whole month, and I didn't make a video about this because I just filled it in really quickly, and I tried to be a little fancy and use some tape, some washi tape, and I put the tape and then I counted the boxes that I needed for each category, but I did not think it all the way through. I hate it. For long story short, I hate it. It's not filled out correctly with the tape. I just hate it. So, luckily for you, you won't have to see this again, hopefully. And now, finally, to the actual video, our paycheck number 1 budget. And so, as you see, I already filled in, well, made all the lines and put the headers or whatever. And one thing I did not add onto the budget, I planned for it, but I didn't actually add it into the written down budget, was a big expense for it not to be added into the budget. It's $260, and it ended up being a $1.99 processing fee too. But our assessment fees for our home were due this month, so I have to write that in down here and then add it to this list above. So remind me to do that, won't you? And now I have everything set up, so let's get to budgeting. Alright, and insert your preference of Matt McConaughey or Kevin Hart saying that. I'm torn between the two. I love Kevin Hart, but I do live in Austin, so I gotta support Matt McConaughey too. Local Austinite. Local Austinite? That don't make no sense. But anyway, he lives here. So, let's get to this budget. So, to get started, I'm gonna fill out what's due this month. Well, for this paycheck at least. This is gonna go from the 1st to the 14th. And then our second budget will be from the 15th through the 31st. So let's start with, of course, our mortgage. And that is gonna be $1676.28 as usual. What's with that big space? I hate it. Then our loan, a personal loan that we have, which is one of the things we're paying off this year. And that's going to be $105. Also, 2 things I apologize for right quick. One, the terrible lighting of this video. I'm going through some things. For some reason, I cannot get lighting right lately to save my life. It's too bright, it's too dark, it's blurry, it is so bright that you can't even see words. I don't know what's going on. Just pray that I get a real camera soon to record my videos with. And thank you for bearing with me during this struggle. Second thing I apologize for, my terrible handwriting. I'm working on it though. That's why I have a lot of these things for this year that I have to actually fill out by hand so that I can work on writing more, because at work I pretty much do everything on a computer all day. So I don't get to practice my writing for real. So I gotta work on writing more to get that skill level up, because it sucks. Now back to this again. Next thing due is my phone bill. And that's $55.88. Our Amex, also getting paid off this year. $35. Our electric bill. How much is it this month? I'll leave a space for that right now. Capital One. also getting paid off this month. Well, not this month, this year. Was I saying this month this whole time? Hopefully not. It's getting paid off this year, not this month. That's $25. Where has the alignment gone? Using this grid, trying to stay in a row better, and it's not helping at all. I'm writing all over the place still. And we have Mohila, my husband's student loan, and that's the usual. Bank of America. This will get paid off close to the beginning of next year. Oh man, why y'all let me do that? Why did you let me do it? Benefits of an erasable pen. I end up showing it, showing the benefits every video, because I do something like that. 25, 121, 54, 48. Alright, back on track. What's next? Gas bill. Since it's cold outside now, this is more than it usually is. It's usually in the 40s, so it's up to 64.54 this month. This is our rooms to go. I never feel like writing it all the way out for some reason, and this is also getting paid off this year. We have farmers. Oh, excuse our stupid smoke detector beeping in the background, even though we just changed it either November or December. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll just change it again. Nothing else we can do about that. Netflix and Navient, which is my student loan. Do y'all say Navient or Navient? How do y'all pronounce that? I've heard it a few different ways, and I just go with Navient. I don't know. 167, 67, 1190, and 7684. And now let me take a sneak peek to see how much this electric bill is. BRB. Alright, and I'm back. Make sure this is still right. So the electric bill is $40.85. One of our friends was like, how is your electric bill so low every month? I don't understand it. I was like, well, we pretty much don't use any electricity is the short answer. If we're not in a room, the light isn't on, like we pretty much go the whole day every day without having lights on until it gets dark outside, and then just whatever room we're in has a light on. And the only thing electric that we use is our heater in our room during the cold months. And then like if we make coffee or something like that, of course the TV and that kind of stuff. But we just don't use electricity for real. I don't know how else to explain it. Just lucky. I'm glad that it is that low, because when we had our apartment, everything was electric. So it was close to 200. It was like 150 to 200 every month, but I think it equals itself out since we have gas and electric here. And you see the gas at 64.54 this month, and then 40.85, so that's in the hundreds when you put it together, though our gas is usually in the 40s, so still not as close, but it makes more sense when you add them both together. I don't know. But now let's add this good stuff together. So we have 1676.28, 105, 55.88, 35, 40, 85, 25, 121.54, 48, 64.54, 44, 167.67, 11.90, and 76.84, 24.72.50. I like it. Well, I don't like it, but it sounds right. 24.72. Come on, you can do it. 50. And I have paid some of these bills already. One, because they were already due, because I'm doing this on the 5th, and some things have been due between the 1st and the 4th. So I'm just going to fill those in already. Paid this, 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 that. Calm down, sir. Not that. Not that. And I did go ahead and pay everything that was due before the next pay period that's not on auto pay. So this, that, not that, that's on auto pay, that's on auto pay, and I paid this. And for the most part, most of these things are set in stone as to how much they're gonna be. It could fluctuate, like the gas, electricity, and that kind of stuff, but since the bill already came out for this month, I knew exactly what to budget for. So all of that should stay the same. That hasn't been paid yet, but I'm still not gonna fill it out just in case. And now to the expenses. Some of these things are cash envelope things, and some will be just taken directly out of our checking account. And so we have groceries, gas, B-Day, tithes, savings, and miscellaneous. And for B-Day, that's my best friend's birthday, and we had already planned on doing things for that. My husband and I, we had already planned for it. So even though this is a no spend month, it was already planned for, so we are spending on it. And that's one thing, when you do decide to do a no spend month, don't think that you cannot spend on anything. Like, if you know that you're doing a no spend month at a certain time, plan ahead for those certain things and still just budget for it. So don't let yourself go above a certain amount still, just like any other time you budget. But keep it to a minimum though. Don't just keep everything on your budget, like eating out twice a week as long as you have it budgeted. That's not okay. But like things for someone's birthday or a special event or maybe a vacation or something that you had planned beforehand, that's not a word, before, and now you decided that you're doing a no spend month for this month, you can still do that thing. As I said, just stay within your limit. It'll be all right. And so now the amounts. So groceries is $60, and I'm actually gonna put the whole $120 here instead of splitting it between paycheck 1 and paycheck 2, because we decided to buy all of this month's groceries with one trip, and we planned our meals out. I'll let you know what we're eating this month. We have 5 meals planned, which is gonna last us, throughout the whole month, because we do eat leftovers. And so we're gonna make ramen with chicken, and it's not just ramen noodles that you put in the microwave. You use those, but it's like actual ramen with like eggs, chicken, mushroom, green onions, all this good stuff added to it. It's delicious. If you haven't had ramen before, I highly recommend it. Then we're gonna have meatloaf with string beans and mashed potatoes. We're gonna have baked fish with fries, chicken and rice, which is this meal that my husband makes. It is so good. Then we're gonna have fajita tacos with Mexican corn and refried beans. So that's our menu for the month, and we're gonna buy everything we need to make all of those when we go grocery shopping, which will probably be tomorrow. It should have been today, but I've been in bed all day, so we didn't get to do that, and we're gonna do it tomorrow. I'll let you know how much I ended up spending. It's gonna be under 120, but if anything is left over, I'm just gonna leave that leftover amount on the number 2 paycheck budget. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. So for this pay period, the full 120. And I did only have $60 budgeted for it at first, but we just decided either last night or this morning that we were going to do that. Gas, same old 60. And since the gas prices have been dropping, we haven't been reaching $60, but I'm still going to budget for 60 just in case they go back up. And then lay down. Then for the birthday, I'm gonna budget for $50 this pay period and then $50 the next, because her birthday is at the very end of the month. For tithes, this pay period is 181.20. Savings is $100. And then miscellaneous is $25. And this is why that one thing was listed in red on the spending log, because it was $24.70, and it's gonna fall under miscellaneous since this is a no spend month, because I got as I said, I signed up for the little $5 trial box from Snack Crate, and that was alright. But then they had another sale like during Black Friday where you could get a $1 box. And so I signed up to get that one, and I canceled the trial or membership, whatever it was. I canceled it out like almost immediately, and they were like, all right, you won't get charged for your next plan, but their plans go by 6-month periods. They were like, so you won't get charged for your next plan, but we are still gonna charge you each month for these next 6 months for the full size box, which is $24.70. And so I was like, no, I don't want it. And I emailed them. I have yet to hear back from them, and I'm glad that I saw that, so now I can email them again so that I can get this canceled. I don't want it. Like, the stuff in there is cool and all of that, but it's not something that we need. But they did charge me for it, and I'm upset because I did cancel it out, and they just tried to pretty much trick people. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that signed up for that $1 box that were tricked into having the whole 6-month plan like I was. But enough of that rant. What's done is done. It's just going to come out of the miscellaneous, which is pretty much all of our miscellaneous for this pay period. But we shouldn't have anything random that we have to pay for, hopefully. And so let's add all of this together. And that's $536.20. Let me add it one more time just to make sure. $536.20. And you know what y'all didn't remind me to do? I was supposed to write that extra thing down here. Assessment fee. I'm just gonna add it all together. It was $260 and then $199, so $261.99. And I'm gonna add that into this amount. So that's $2472.50 plus $261.99. So our actual budgeted amount for bills is $2734.49. One thing I struggle with these pens on is, like, if I am writing on something like this that's already filled in, I don't want to accidentally erase part of the other thing. So I have to be extra careful when erasing, but that would be with anything. It's not just because of these pens. So it's $2734.49. Alright, it looks like we made it through, y'all. So we have all of our bills for this pay period, which came out to $2734.49. And then our extra expenses outside of bills, which came to $536.20. And all of that added together is $3270.69. I'm going to say total budget $3270.69. And let's hope and pray that we stay within this budget. Hopefully don't even reach that amount, so that we can reach these financial goals that we have set for this year. Here's to a great 2019 for all of you. If you didn't see my previous video, Happy New Year! And that's about it. Here's to success, love, happiness, prosperity for you and yours for the year to come. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.